Hey everybody, back trying to get some video content for you guys. I think it's hilarious. So today we're gonna be working on the wife's Mini Cooper. She calls Tink Tink. There's a cable that's in the back that hooks up to, which I don't have the door open, which hooks up to the airbag system. Now this is an 04 Mini and it's considered a BMW. So they have this BTS system that hooks up in case you get an accident and it kind of explodes and separates the power and all that lovely stuff. So the black Mini, which is the 05, we're going to kind of salvage that one because she wants to keep her Mini instead of going with the newer Mini, but that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take that off today, off the black Mini. I got it in our makeshift garage over there. And then we're also going to take the lip off the black Mini and put it on my wife's Mini, and try to do a couple things. Now, I've never taken that cable apart. The battery is located in the trunk, or the boot, some folks call it. So it's going to run from back there to a post in the front. So normally when you open up the hood in the front for the battery, there's just a stock power that you can hook up in case you need to jump the car off, and then you just use part of the frame for the negative in the front. So here in a minute we're going to kind of dig into that. But here's kind of the walk around of the Mini a little bit. I know y'all have seen it. Posted some other videos. I know they're not that great. It's going to take me some time to kind of get used to this. And basically what I'm doing is just, I haven't seen any videos on anybody replacing that positive battery cable on these Minis. I've seen them on BMWs, but it's a little bit different concept. And there's a couple of tricks and things like that I'm sure people know, but they're just not making video content for it. So I'm going to make a video for this one. Try to do the best I can. Again, I'm not really good at editing yet, and I'm trying to get there, or speaking to a camera, or it's my GoPro. But I'm going to turn the camera on. I'm going to kind of show you what the Tink Tink looks like and kind of some of the things that we're going to go through. So this is Tink Tink. Tink Tink's a very good car. She loves this car. And I'm going to try to fix it up for her. Again, that front lip that's down there at the bottom, you can see that. It is missing actually because of me. When we moved out here to the country, I ran over I guess it was a log that was in the road, and it just kind of just ripped it off. So I'm hoping everything that's on the black Mini, all the tabs and everything, can kind of move over and see what we can do there. Walking over here, this is going to be the black Mini that we're going to take the parts off of. Now again, I never really worked on Mini Coopers. I'm not a big fan of BMWs. That's just my personal preference. They're great cars up to about 50,000 miles, and you got to trade them in. But I'm guessing BMW kind of did that for a reason. But as you can see down here is the lip that I'm going to transfer over. It's the exact, pretty much same bumper. And we can go ahead and open this up right here. Bins, I've already kind of got it up and going. All right. So when you go to jump this off, you have this right here. As you can see, it's got the negative on there, and that's where you'd hook up your negative. And then this right here is where you'd hook up the positive. So the cable that goes from here, we're going to disconnect this and follow it all the way through. I'm guessing it's going to go underneath the car. If it's not underneath the car, then it's probably going to go through the interior, which probably have to take the seats out. But there's a couple of different connections that we got to kind of go through. This car is actually in really, really good shape. This was kind of ours. Well, there's a few trim pieces missing. And up top here, notorious for leaking because these parts were missing. And it used to leak inside there, so I kind of just gummed it up for right now because we weren't driving it and I really had nowhere to store it because I kind of didn't have this little shelter built for it yet. One day I'll have a shop to kind of get things up and going. But as you can see, it's missing some things. Got some dents and some other stuff that's going on with it. And of course here in the back, you know, Not perfect. Quick little cars, supercharged, but hey, I'm more of a turbo person or all aspirated. Not really a big fan of the little superchargers here. I like the whoosh sound instead of the whine. But that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to go kind of cut this off and then get into my editing for this. And then I will hop to it and see if I can do kind of a time lapse to get this up and going. And kind of show you some of the key points. It's going to be kind of hard. So I'll try to video as much as I can and do the best I can for all y'all. That way, if anybody has this issue, they need to replace this cable. Now, this cable, again, I'll point out once I get that trunk, because I don't think I got the trunk open on this one. Let me see if it pops open. Nah, it's not popped up. It needs power to pop up. And there's a selector inside there that you can move. You got to remove the back panel in order to get to it. So I'll get that up and going here later on in the video. And kind of show you what I'm talking about as far as the BTS system. Now, on these BTS systems, basically the car will still drive. You can bypass it, but you're always going to have that airbag light that's on. And it's very, very annoying. For me, I don't really mind. My wife, yeah. Another thing is you have wheel sensors, which I don't know if that connects to it. But I kind of fixed and bypassed my wife's Mini, and it kind of took those away except the airbag. So I'm thinking somewhere they might be connected to that system somehow as far as that cable, because basically when you take that BTS system out, it disconnects the accessory cable that goes to the starter. You can still start your car, but there are certain things that just aren't going to work. So, and that's how it's built. So I'm hoping I don't have to take the module out to get that sent in to get it replaced for the SRS system. If not, I'm pretty sure I can take the one out of the Black Mini, because we're probably going to end up parting this Black Mini out. I mean, it's great. Eventually, I'm going to turn you back around. Eventually, we're going to take the engine out of this one and put it in my wife's. This was an 05. When I bought it, I bought it from a young guy that had the engine replaced. And it had like 40-something thousand miles on it. And we've probably only driven this probably maybe about 3,000 or 4,000 miles. And the engine is just strong. It's a strong engine. So eventually I'm going to get this one pulled out. I've never pulled a Mini engine, but I pulled engines on simple things, Hondas, you know, Integras, Supras, things of that nature. They're a lot easier to me than this right here, because there's just a lot of knickknacks and things you got to get through in order to get to something, in order to pull something. So we'll see how it goes. Again, I'm going to stop the video here for a second. I'll splice this in with the other videos and just get a couple of things going and see if I can get this set up to where you can see everything that I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get as much as I can get done today. Again, I'm probably have to edit this. I don't know when I'm going to get this uploaded, but I'm going to do the best I can. But while we're doing that, I just want to give y'all kind of a quick rundown. I'm not trying to get popular on YouTube. I honestly don't really care about that. You know, I do have some YouTube influencers that kind of gave me that, you know, maybe I should make some videos for folks that don't really know how to work on cars or to be able to achieve some things in life. You know, I'm not going to mention any of the names because I don't, what they call clickbait. I'm not going to do all that. You know, maybe later on, if I get some more viewers and things like that, I can, you know, mention who they are. But there's 2 or 3 of them that just kind of inspired me to make a little video to set this up, so people that don't know how to work on cars can kind of get a grip on some of the hardships of it. I'm not starting off with a big garage or all the greatest tools. I'm not getting loans to get a shop or anything of that nature. I'm just doing what I can with what I got, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. Funny thing is, my wife thinks I need to call the YouTube channel Nothing to Something, because I'm starting out with nothing and trying to make something. Here's another project that we're also working on eventually. I'll shoot it over there to you. Right over there. That is our 62 Chevy C10 that eventually I'm going to get up and going. That's going to be our starter truck that we're going to build a nice little simple build to it and sell it, and hopefully use that money to get a next project and put it towards getting a shop. So again, this video is not to make money, or YouTube rather to make money. because I just want to educate people out there that, you know, if you put your mind to it, you can do anything. Don't let nobody stop you. I've been doing mechanics my whole life. It's not my main job, but I've tinkered around, and I'm not an expert. I'm going to make mistakes, but you're going to see me make those mistakes. That way you don't. And then we can move along. But I don't want to blab on here all day. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here, get things set up, and then I'll start digging into the Black Mini, and then we'll go from there.